Hey everybody, update on the steel ball that I found right here. This here ball, though maybe I was thinking maybe a cannonball, but there's no reason why there'd be a cannonball in this agricultural area that I live in. Well, I'm going off a computer right now. Let me change my eyeballs here. During 1910 to 1920, there was a tractor that was produced in this area, or for this area, and it was called the Yuba Ball Tread tractor. And what they did is they had a whole bunch of these on, and so I'll have some pictures to describe this a little bit better, but they'd have a whole bunch of these on the inside of the track, and then the outside, so they sit like this, and then the caterpillar treads would go on top of them, and we're talking like a ton of these. And what would happen, because the machines would loosen up over time, is these would fall out. From what I read, it was a pretty good tractor, but that was the only problem. The balls would fall out. Farmers would actually hire young boys to run behind the tractors to get them. But the original bearings, like these ones here, were made out of chilled cast iron balls, and they ran on steel races inside of the track and on the outside of the rigid track frame. There was an oil tank mounted inside each track frame to support drip lubrication for the ball races and drive sprockets. The balls were claimed to distribute the weight of the tractor evenly over each tread, along with providing reduced wear and better bearing surface on side hills. Now, why I think this belongs to one of those, I remember going to a museum. It's a Heydrich Agriculture Museum in Woodland, California. If you're in the area, check it out. It's got some neat stuff. And I remember seeing one of these and reading that the problem they had with them is the ball bearings would fall out. So I decided to measure it. And see, I got my dial calipers here. And the ball bearings for a Yuba ball tractor are 2 1/4 inches. Now, with bearing in mind the corrosion on here, these are just under 2 1/4 inch. I can get it almost there, but it is just under. In some places a little bit worse than others. But I am very certain that this is one of those ball bearings. Now, Drew has a good idea. He wants me to take it down to the store and weigh it, because if it weighs 3 pounds, then it's a piece of shot. But a 3-pound chunk of iron is going to be a little bit bigger. It's going to fit. It's going to be, rather than a little bit bigger than a golf ball, it's going to be more like the size of a tennis ball. And like this, see, I still got chunks falling off of it. I tried to preserve it. I stuck it in molten wax to keep it from corroding any further. But the funny thing is, this is a broken caliper. It's making a noise when I tap on it. Get a random chunk of steel. Oh, here we go. I didn't get my box. So, I don't know. But yeah, so that's what I'm thinking that is. Just want to give you guys an update on that. Yeah. So, Yuba Ball Tractor. I'll show some pictures, and because I found some stuff online, and I'll give the website credit for them. I didn't take the pictures. It's a site where they restored one, and there's a couple other sites that are pretty informative. It's an interesting machine if you're into that stuff. So, there you go. Sorry Dan, sorry Drew. Just a really big ball bearing made out of cast iron, which would account for its flaking. Alrighty, well thanks for watching. Bye bye.